afternoon, everyone. Okay, so my name is Ezinne Ofoba, and in case you're meeting me just for the first time, I'm a beauty educator, the founder of Smart Glam Touch Academy, and the creator of the Macro Business Formula, which helps you to confidently build a profitable makeup and daily business with competence and clarity. And this is our 3 days confidence daily class where I'll be teaching you some things about how to achieve this kind of beautiful type of jelly for yourself. Okay, so we're gonna jump right in, and for today's topic, being day one, we're gonna be talking about why many jelly styles normally collapse. Okay, we're gonna be talking about why many jelly styles collapse. A lot of women struggle with tying gele, like a lot of women. And they normally feel that why their gele collapses is because of the kind of fabric they are using. This gele on my head that I seeing, I've tied this like 3 months. I started like 3 months ago, and I normally use it anytime I want. I just wear it. It's not an auto gele. It's not an auto gele. It's actually a normal gele I tied and kept. And anytime I want to wear it, I wear it. It stands the way it is. There is no issue. Okay, so it's not about the fabric. That's why it's collapsing. No. There are three things that make a gele to collapse or to fall. And one of the things that causes it to collapse is when there is weak foundational base. Okay, if the foundational grip of the base of the gele or the foundation of the gele, the grip of it is weak, that gele is gonna fall. So when I'm talking about that, what I mean is like you want to start your gele. This is a gele, for example, and the base of it, before you start tying gele, okay, let me use the one on my head. The gele, the base, this base, if the grip of it is weak, your gele will fall. So if I didn't hold this gele firm like this gele will not stand firm on my head the way it is. Before you tie your gele, you have to make sure that before you start you know beautifying your gele or giving it pleat, you have to make sure that the base, before you do this part, you need to make sure that the foundation or the base of your gele is firm. It cannot be weak. If it's weak, your gele will fall. It will be coming out, it will be pulling, it will collapse. But as it's firm, it's not moving, it's firm to my head. Okay? That is one reason, one mistake people make. So if the foundation of your gele is weak, or the base of your gele, the grip is not firm, your gele will collapse. Okay, so that is the first mistake people make. The second mistake people make that causes their gele to collapse or fall is that there is poor tension control. Okay, there's poor tension control. So what do I mean by that? Gele is all about pulling and releasing. When you are tying your gele, you have to be pulling and releasing. If you pull it too hard, the pleats will scatter. And if you pull too soft, the structure will disappear. You have to create that balance when you are pulling. So when you are pulling it, you release it, you pull it. So you have to be doing it in such a way that you're not pulling too much. So if you drag your gele, like now, if I drag this thing, see, if I pull it too hard, you can see it falls. If I pull it too hard, so when you're doing your gele, as you are forming your pleats, you can't be pulling it too hard. If not, the whole plate will fall. You can't pull it. If you pull it too hard, it will fall. And if you pull it too soft, the structure will disappear. It will just go like this. If it's too soft, you can go like this, and it will just disappear. It will just disappear. So you have to create that balance. Intention control. You have to control it as you are pulling. You're making sure that you're not pulling too hard and you're not pulling too soft. That there has to be a balance in how you pull your gele. Okay, that is the second mistake people make. The first one is that there is weak foundation grip. You're not the base. You're not gripping it. It's not firm. The second mistake is that there's poor tension control. So you're pulling too hard or you're pulling too soft. and it's catching. So there has to be that balance. The third one is that there's no structural layering. Okay, no structural, no, no structural layering. Gele is all about structure. Okay, if you build, you are building gele. You build the structure of your gele layer by layer. You build the structure of your gele layer by layer. So what do I mean by that? If you are building your gele, this one now, I put it layer on top of layer on top of layer on top of layer. If I don't put it layer by layer, that is what keeps this gele to stand. If I don't build it layer by layer like this, layer on top of layer on top of layer, if I'm building it and it's like back, 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 see, it won't stand, see, it will be falling. But I built it layer by layer, like a step on top of step on top of step. That is how the structure of gele is built. The structure is built layer by layer to keep it to stand. So Gele is not about just wrapping it. You're just wrapping it together. No, it's about structure. You build that structure layer by layer by layer. So each one, even here, you can see it layer by layer. You keep going, you keep going, you keep going on top of each other, layer by layer, structure by structure. Once you're able to do that layer by layer, I always tell my students when they are tying Gele or my clients, you put it on top of each other like a ladder. If you are doing fan on top like ladder, if you are doing round on top like ladder, is structure layer by layer, layer by layer. Okay, I can see people are here. I can see people are here. If you have question, I don't know if I'm able to see question. If you have question, please drop it in the comments. I hope I can see question. I don't know where questions are. I'm trying to see. If you have questions, please drop it in the comments, or you can drop it in the group. You can drop it in the groups. I will just take a look at the group and see if there's any question, or you can drop it in the comments. Okay, so that is what causes gele to collapse. That is what causes gele to fall. These three mistakes: weak foundation grip when the base is not firm. Two, poor tension control when you are pushing too hard or pulling too strong. Pulling too strong, it falls. Pushing too hard, it scatters. Or where there's no structural layering, you're not layering it layer by layer. You're not structuring it rather layer by layer. You're just doing it anyhow. That is what causes a lot of people grade for. And that is for today's class. I'm just showing you so you can see that what was able to make this gele beautiful and stand the way it is because of I was able to make sure that the grip of or the foundation of the gele was firm. I was able to have a balanced tension control on the gele. I wasn't pulling too hard or so, and that there was proper structural layering where it's on top of each other like a ladder. Tomorrow's class, being day two, I'm going to be showing you the secret behind knit split. Okay, being able to achieve a knit split like this is not rocket science. I will show you tomorrow in tomorrow's day two class. Today is just to talk about the mistakes people make that causes their gele to fall or scatter. In tomorrow's class, I'm going to be talking about the secret behind knit pleats. So if you want your pleats to be neat, you don't want it to be bumpy, you don't want it to be rough, you don't want it to be, looking just like, anyhow. You want it to be neat and stay like this. This gele, I've used it for 3 months. It's still the way it is. It has not scattered, it has not fallen, nothing. Each time I want to wear it, I wear and do my video, or I wear and go to my events or church or whatever. And when I'm done, I remove it. Normal gele, not auto gele. Okay, and as a lady, I believe that every lady should be able to tie basic styles for themselves. It gives you that confidence. You can tie your gele. You don't need to wait for anybody. Okay, so tomorrow's class, I'm going to be teaching you the secret behind neat, achieving a neat gele. Okay, I'm going to teach you the secret behind achieving neat pleats because this is also something that a lot of women struggle with a lot. Okay, achieving neat pleats. You want your pleats. These are called pleats. This one is called the fan pleats. So achieving neat pleats. Tomorrow you're gonna see me with a different gele on my head. Okay? And so if um so that will be all for today's class. If you have questions, I don't know, I'm not seeing any questions. But if you have questions, they are free to ask. You can drop it in the group chat, and then tomorrow I'm going to be showing you the secret behind achieving neat please. Okay, so that will be all for today's class. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.